Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tanya. I'm a musician, blogger, passive income, and SEO specialist. I'm really a multi-passionate entrepreneur, and today we are going to plan out my goals for Q3. Now, if you've watched Plan With Me's before and you're wondering where the Hobonichi Cousin is, never fear. It's right here. We will be using it today. We'll be using the daily pages in it because that's what I use to plan out my quarterly plans. And we're also going to be using the Leuchtturm pocket journal. So the planners are here, the bullet journal is here, and we will be using them. Several years ago now, I found Sarah Cannon's HB90 planning system. Now, this was originally a planning system designed for writers. However, this works so well for creative entrepreneurs as well. I've been using it for a number of years now. I absolutely love it. If you're interested, I did a review video of it and I will link it in the description. I'll also link to the HB90 planning system where you too can join. She only opens it up quarterly and it's usually open the last 2 weeks of each quarter to start the next quarter. So just know that going into it, it may not be available at this exact moment, but definitely come back and revisit because this is my go-to planning system. Now, the first thing you do in this planning system is you start by decluttering your brain. You just do a huge brain dump in 3 separate categories. Things I need to do, things I should do, and things I want to do. Needs are things that you're already committed to. You know you have to get those done. Shoulds are the things other people are doing that you think maybe you should be doing as well to pursue your business, but you haven't started yet and you're not sure. And then things you want to do, well, that's pretty clear. So first, I brain dumped all of these things out on paper. Then, and possibly the most important component of the HB90 planning system was I sat down and I calculated how much time I'm actually going to have this quarter to work on these things. This is one of my favorite aspects of the HB90 planning system because before I started using it, I used to over-assign myself tasks. I never had enough time to get done what I wanted to do. The goals I set for each quarter. I was just gonna get them done. I was gonna hustle through and push no matter what. But when it came down to it, I just didn't have the time to actually get those done. And it left me feeling kind of like a failure. Like I couldn't get through anything. I couldn't accomplish anything. When I sat down and really started looking at what she calls task blocks, how much time I actually have, I evaluated that and then set my goals up based on how much time I had so that I didn't over-assign myself tasks and projects so that I could feel successful because I'm accomplishing what I'm capable of accomplishing and I'm not trying to be a superwoman. Now, the goals I'm setting are working on my second business. My first business is my private music studio. It's very smooth. It runs itself. I've been doing it for years, but it's also my bread and butter. So just like you, maybe you're working a full-time job or maybe you're working around a lot of gigs while you're trying to set up your next business. I don't have all the time in the world to work on it. So I looked at the time I had and then I set my goals. Now, my goals for this quarter are number 1, grow my non-teaching income by $1,000 a month. Now, Sarah recommends setting good, better, and best goals. So my good goal is $1,000 a month. I would be so happy if I grow it by that much. That's an additional $1,000 a month coming in every month. My better goal is $1,200. That would be awesome. And then my best goal is $1,500. So an extra $1,500 coming in every single month would make me so happy. And you know, the 2 main things I want to do with this extra income is I want to hire an assistant and I want to hire a housekeeper because I don't have time to clean my house. It is like a disaster over here. I get it done, but it would be so much easier to have that taken off of my plate. The second goal that I set was to grow my YouTube subscribers to 500. Now that's my good goal. I want to hit 500. I started growing this channel in January. We are halfway through the year. So I think 500 by the end of the next quarter would be great. I'm hanging out around 275 right now. My better goal would be 750. And then finally, my best goal would be 1,000, because you know, that's the magic number to get monetized with AdSense. AdSense on YouTube is not going to be my primary monetization strategy. As a matter of fact, I've already started earning money on my YouTube channel with only 275 subscribers. But every little bit counts, and if AdSense automatically goes into there, I am so totally fine with that. That's just another passive income stream. And then finally, my third goal involves my blogs. Well, 2 of my blogs. My coffee blog is just kind of sitting over to the side right now, hanging out. I am not working on it. It tanked with the helpful content update. It is based on old SEO practices, and it really needs a huge makeover if it's going to be successful. Now, that said, I don't know if I'm going to revive it or not. I might not. In the meantime, it's just sitting there. The 2 blogs I'm going to focus on are my business blog, TanyaLawson.com, and my gardening blog, thesuburbangardener.net. No, it's thesuburbangarden.net. See, I don't even know the web address of my own blog. But both of these are doing okay. They did take a hit with all of the Google updates that went on all of this year so far and last year. But so did every other website on the face of the planet. And I've really changed my SEO strategy. They're starting to pick up page views again. I'm starting to get affiliate sales again. I took ads off of them completely for right now. And I'm just gonna work on growing my page views up again so that I can qualify for a better ad agency. So I'm hoping to grow my page views on each of those blogs by 20% as my good goal, 35% as my better goal, and 50% as my best goal. So we're gonna track these month to month. Well, I'm going to track them anyway. And if you want updates along the way, just let me know and I can put in all this information in a plan with me every month to kind of track my goals and how they're going. So now that I have all these goals written in and I have places to do a quarterly check-in with my goals to see how I'm doing on that, I've also created over on this other page a brainstorming section. So this is what I'm going to do to start with. So to grow my non-teaching income, I am going to launch PIA, the membership. I've already talked about it a little bit. It is open. I am accepting people. Just email me to get information on that, or I'll put a link in the description of this video. My template shop is also open, but I need to get more templates in it. It only has 1 right now. I'm working on a second one as we speak. And then I'm going to push my one-on-one coaching. I haven't done any one-on-one coaching in a while just because I've been pretty busy, but I want to open that back up because I really enjoy it and it's a way to make more income. Although I think I am going to lower my one-on-one coaching rates, just for personal reasons. I'm going to actually streamline my program a little bit and lower those rates. I am also going to open a TikTok shop as part of this strategy. Okay, so for my YouTube subscriber growth, I'm going to focus a lot on keyword research in my main videos. I am always answering questions that people ask me, but I want to try to hit the keywords a little bit better so that I rank a little bit better in the YouTube algorithm. I feel like I've been doing pretty well. My views on my videos are kind of averaging between 1 and 300, which considering I only have 275 subscribers, I think that's pretty good. I want to get that up though. I'm going to start doing community posts. I've not done anything in the YouTube community. And this is a community that I want to build over here, and I want you to be a part of it. So keep an eye out because I'm going to try to do regular community posts at least once a month. And then I am going to link my YouTube video in relevant blog post because my blog, TanyaLawson.com, also is about business and passive income, and those videos will be relevant, and that will both help grow my YouTube channel and help increase my blog page views. And then for the blog page views, I'm going to create a share strategy. I'm no longer relying simply on Google searches. I'm going to start sharing my blog posts in my Instagram, in my emails, etc. I'm also going to link relevant blog posts into the YouTube video. So I may do a YouTube video on a topic, but maybe I have a blog post that gives a little bit more in-depth help on that. I will link that over. Or also maybe you just read a little bit better. You consume information better that way. It will help you give something to read along with. Now, that said, both of these goals will help me reach this number one goal. So 3 goals that are all going to kind of work together, because that's what I'm about over here. I promised you the Hobonichi daily pages and you get it. And please forgive my really bad manicure. I'm getting a new one in 2 days. So right here is where I outlined my HB90 goals. I brainstormed a little bit. I came up with the 3 that I wanted to do. So when it comes to projects, like I said, I have recurring projects. So these are my daily stories on Instagram. My YouTube videos, I do 2 a week. I do 1 talking head video, comes out on Monday. It's usually educational. Then I do a plan with me on Thursday, like this one. I have reels that come out. I went through a strategy where I was doing 3 reels a day. That got to be kind of a lot. So I'm gonna reel that back. Pun not intended, but great. I'm going to reel that back a little bit to 1 reel a day, but that's still something I have to recurringly do. I tend to batch them and film them once a week and then put them out throughout the week. My blogs and the writing for that, get all the first drafts done, then edit and publish. Obviously, my university stuff, we're on hiatus from that right now, but it starts back up the end of August. My Instagram content, billing for my music studio business. That's very important because I want to get paid. While it's not part of my goals, it is necessary. It recurs and it has to be on here. Same thing with my university class. My creative SEO membership, I have to keep up with the stuff for that. And then I put on here time to do my HB90 planning and then time to do month-end reviews. And the month-end reviews are, like I said, what we're gonna do over here in the loose term pocket bullet journal. So the first one will be the end of July. Then I also have the projects that go towards my 3 main goals: setting up a template shop, launching Passive Income Academy membership, pushing my one-on-one coaching for goal 1. Goal 2, like I said, the keyword research, the community strategy, and inserting videos into blogs. Goal 3, that share strategy in email and social media, and then putting the links to YouTube videos. Now, each of these, though, has a set of tasks that goes along with it. So on this page, I have broken this down into tasks, and I have this covered up because it's not your business. No shade meant, but everybody has the right to keep stuff in their planner private, myself included. So we just got that covered up for right now. My template shop. First, I have to set up the shop, which, you know what? We can go ahead and just check that off because I've already done that. The Lessons Notion template. I've already done that. As a matter of fact, it's the template that's currently in the shop. I'll link that down below, especially if you're a music teacher or you run some sort of tutoring business. All of that would go hand in hand. The coaching Notion board, that one is coming soon. I am working on it right now. I'm going to create a Notion board for tracking all of your blog content, a set of email templates so that you can get paid on time, and a set of recruiting email templates so you can recruit people. So this is what I have planned for the template shop this quarter. So keep an eye on it if you're interested in any of these things. I'm going to launch Passive Income Academy, the membership. I've already mentioned it. I've been talking about it a little bit, but I haven't done a full launch, and that is coming. I'm going to have a training to go along with that. It's going to be free, spoiler alert. So if that's something you're interested to kind of learn more about it and see what my teaching style is like, I will definitely mention that on the channel when it's open, or you can join my newsletter to get on the email list for that. I'll link that in the description. I'm going to create an email funnel for it, and I'm going to add it into my content. one-on-one coaching. I'm going to incorporate more of this into my emails, and I'm going to edit my landing page for my new pricing structure. My monthly keyword research, I just have this broken down August, September, October. Same thing with community posts, July, August, September. Now, the reason this starts in August is I've already done the keyword research for July because the July videos are already filmed and being uploaded to send over to my video editor for those talking heads. Okay, miscellaneous. I've got to insert those YouTube videos into blogs and put blog links in YouTube videos. For my blogs, I've got to run the first drafts of all of them. I want to get 2 of them a week out right now. 1 per blog per month. So 4 on the garden blog and 4 on the business blog. And then I'm going to share these in email and on Instagram. And then finally, my membership creative SEO, which is actively running and has members in it. Some really totally badass bloggers. I've got to do the master classes each month for those. I have to post in the Facebook group every week, and I need to set up office hours for each month so they can come and ask me questions. Okay, so then we take all of these tasks, we break them down, and we put them in the Q3 plan. So I have what I need to do for July, for August, and September. And it's a combination of the project breakdown along with the recurring projects. So you can see invoicing is on here every time. Like I said, template shop has been set up. I can mark that off. It is good to go. But this is what I have to get going for the rest of this month. The reason why I love this system so much and why it works so well for me is because it prevents me from over scheduling myself. It prevents me from assigning myself work that is more than is humanly possible. I was trying to assign myself more work than was possible for someone doing this full time, let alone this is my second business that I'm working on part-time. So this system has worked really great for me. I encourage you to check it out. Like I said, my full review video is linked below, but this is a great system that works really well for me. So if this is the kind of content you want, if mixing up a little bit from my traditional plan with me's, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, peace out.